Hello, everybody, and welcome to Wellness Wednesday, Healing Through the Heart. My name is Carolyn McGee. I am an angelic life coach, a Reiki master teacher, and intuitive healer. I use the gifts that I have to help you get a better understanding of how to enhance your intuition, to trust the divine guidance that you are receiving, and then to bring it into fruition to manifest abundance. And everybody loves abundance, especially going into a new year. Today is Wednesday, and it is January 6th, 2016. So welcome. If you are joining me for the first time, you can get a little bit more information about me at my website, which is carolynmcgee.com, or you can find me on Facebook. My personal Facebook page is Carolyn McGee 444. And my fan page, if you're interested, is Carolyn McGee Intuitive Coach. So let's dive right in. I love to start always with a card reading to set the intention and use it kind of as an opening blessing, or maybe a jump off into an opening blessing. So Archangel Michael has stepped forward to be one of the lead energies for me and for everybody else throughout the year 2016. There's a lot of big changes coming. So let's see here what he has to say. Oops, here's one that's just popping right out. This is a great one. Honor and trust your feelings. And I think as we go into the energy of 2016, where I have been told that it's all about communication, it's all about building community and really raising the vibration of the world, getting us to a new energy, a new way of living, one that's cooperative, that's collaborative, community-based. Almost like going back to the beginning, the beginning of time. People were very dependent on each other. They had villages. There was a saying, it takes a village to raise a child. And we've lost that energy, at least some of us have, along the way. And this is an invitation in the year 2016 to go back to those fundamentals, the fundamentals of support. Not only allowing people to come in and support you, but you taking that risk to reach out to somebody else, whether they ask for it or not. A lot of times people have been conditioned, whether it's through life experiences or family history, and it may be genetic family history going back decades, or just things that have happened in this lifetime with them. They are afraid to ask for help. Maybe they've been hurt before when they've asked for help. So this is an invitation to you, everybody who's out there listening, whether it is now or in the future, to follow your heart guidance. If you see someone that needs a little bit of help, volunteer, help them. There's a lot of paid forward things that are happening now. Those are wonderful. They're wonderful ways to really be able to help people and to change the energy to that of collaboration. And even something as simple, I'm hearing, as opening a door for someone. It's a lost courtesy that the angels would love to have come back again, because it's something very easy, it's very simple, and it's honoring the other person by allowing them to go first. Very simple. And it has nothing to do with our own energy other than we are reaching out and helping other people. So that is how we are going to move into this segment of Wellness Wednesday. So I'm just going to check to see if we've got anybody else here who is live that wants to raise their hand, ask a question. And it looks like we've got some shy people here. So I am going to go to questions that have been submitted ahead of time. And hold on one second while I check my notes. Okay, here we go. Lorraine has asked for some support, some divine guidance on what are her next steps. She is at a point in her life where she is making some major decisions and wanted a little bit of divine guidance on what would be in her highest good. So, Lorraine, this is for you. Okay, and we are jumping to Saints and Angels deck, one of my all-time favorites. And here we go. Okay. The first card for you, Lorraine, is Blessings of Abundance. And what I see in this card is that you already have everything that you need. It's a matter of realigning and refocusing just a little bit. If you look at all of the fruits, all of the fruits of her labor, really, that are in her hand already, she has everything that she needs, just like you do. You have all the tools, you have all the knowledge, you have all the friendships, the relationships, everything you need. You've got a built-in community with all of the groups that you're involved in, that you don't need to do anything else. You don't need to reach out in any other way, shape, or form. It's all there for you already. It's a matter of just reaching in and picking the one that you want. I am hearing that it would be really beneficial for you to pick one and focus on it. As beautiful as it is to have this wide variety of options, sometimes it can become very overwhelming when you have so many choices, when you have so many talents, when you have so many gifts. So it would be in your highest good to pick one of them and really focus on them, or focus on it, and then bring that out, refine it, be known for that particular talent or gift, whatever that is for you, whatever feels right for you, and then layer in other things, whether it's a combination of healing modalities that you use, if it's a special type of coaching that you can add in other things to, if it's just doing the best you can at your job, while layering in your intuitive guidance and counsel with the people that you work with. Whatever it is that is your gift that feels most right to you, I am hearing to stress that it's all about you, which is kind of fabulous. So really take a deep breath. Actually, I'm hearing 3. So take 3 deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth, center your energy, and whatever pops into your mind first is the direction that you should go in to start with. There is nothing absolute about anything. We always have the opportunity to change. Life gives us forks in the roads. There's plenty of times to shift our direction. The most important thing is to take that first step. And with that, let's see what the next step is. I'm staying with this deck. Oops. And oh, there we go. Okay, another one of my favorite cards, Peaceful. And this feels to me like it's a confirmation of the direction that you've chosen. So you have gone into this meditative space, you've cleared your energy, you've grounded yourself, you've taken those 3 deep breaths, and you have one thing to focus on. Just like the olive branch with the dove, it is going to lead you to a change, to let you know that you're headed in the right path. And trust that. Allow whatever it is to come forward to you to be the right thing. You have to have a lot of trust in order to move forward in whatever it is that you're going to do. And it doesn't mean that it's risky. It doesn't mean that there's, a catastrophic problem that's going to happen if you don't do it. It just means that it's a shift in the way of doing business for you. And by business, they mean your day-to-day life. That's the business. It's what you do. It's your approach. It's how you manage your own personal energy. So just trust whatever it is and let yourself fly high. And we've got one more that popped out that wants to come in and complete our reading for you. And this is, oh, look at that. We've got the dove again. Love it when we get multiple confirmations. Dove energy for me is all about peace. It's peace, it's clarity, it's that inner knowingness that you are doing the right thing. So, and it also says learning experience. So perhaps your next step will have something to do with a college or an additional type of higher learning. Or it could be a life experience, but I am feeling that it probably has something to do with education in some way, shape, or form, and that it will be a very peaceful change for you, that there's going to be a contentness. And if you look at all of the pillars that she has in the back. She is completely supported. She's got the 4 columns of light, as I'm seeing it here, surrounding her. So it's a very positive experience. Oh, actually, it also looks like it could be a higher education. You know, sometimes the 4 columns are in front of colleges and universities. That's another thing that comes to mind. So there's a possibility of that for you too. So I invite you to keep your mind, heart, body, and soul open to all of those different options out there for you. And let me know what works out best for you. Thank you for your question. I appreciate that. Okay, I am going to pop back in and see if we have any other people that are asking for things. And if not, I am going to go to another question that was submitted previously. Okay, it looks like, oops, let me see what we got going over here. Okay, just a thank you. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Okay, so let's just continue on here. Okay, a question that came in from Anonymous, did not want to have their name put out there, is about motivation and how best to keep motivated, especially in the morning. A little bit of a difficult time, it seems, starting each day and feeling a little bit overwhelmed with everything. So let's see what the angels have to say about some tips for that. I'm sure that can help a whole lot of people. Okay, I am switching to angels, gods, and goddesses. And here we go. The first card that popped out is Angel of Union. Ooh, the dove crossover from the previous reading. Love that energy. What I'm feeling is to relax into it. I know a lot of us, the first thing we do when we wake up in the morning is we grab our cell phones. And then we check email, we check text messages, we check our to-do list, we check everything possible out there. So we're starting our morning and starting the energy of the day in a little bit frenetic, defocused manner. And it may feel like, you know, logically it's focused because we're checking all of this thing and getting all of this information. But as far as having the energy and sustained energy and peaceful energy and open energy, it's not really working for us. So this invitation here is an invitation to connect with your divine guidance first thing in the morning. So if you can even take 2 minutes to perhaps sit up in bed before you get going and do a 2-minute meditation, do 2 minutes of deep breathing, do 2 minutes of tapping. If you are familiar with tapping or EFT, it's a great way to clear your energy and open yourself up for a new day. We're actually going to be doing some tapping in a little while here, so you'll have the fundamentals to be able to do that. You can just trust your intuition that what comes through, or you can use you know, a brief tapping script. There's plenty of them out there that you can look up and use as a guidance for that. But just find a way to set the intention of the day. Another thing that comes to mind is journaling. You know, if tapping or meditating doesn't feel right for you first thing, grab your journal and set your intentions or your guidance for the day. And do it in a positive way, not a to-do list. It can be a list. It does not have to be prose. Don't worry about complete sentences or anything like that. But write down what you intend to happen. Perhaps, for example, if you've got a meeting coming up, you intend the meeting to be for your highest good and the highest good of the person that you're meeting with, that it's all going to go smooth and easily and comfortably, and it's going to have fantastic results for both of you or all of you, depending on what the situation is. If you're going to give a class, that it's going to be beneficial for all those who attend. So, but writing out more the energy and the intention of what you want versus the specifics, and allow the universe to come up with the specifics. I always like to add for my highest good or better, or a specific intention, or even better, because I've found that even though I have a fabulous wild imagination, that the universe is even more wild and more fabulous. And when I don't specify exactly what I want, I always get something better. So that is an invitation for this. And I'm feeling that we've got one more card to come through and kind of consolidate our morning ritual suggestion for people. Oh, while I'm pulling the card, I am hearing to keep your cell phone away from you where it's not a temptation. I know a lot of us use them as alarm clocks, but perhaps you could plug it in at a dresser or something so that it's not right next to you and you can't just reach over and grab it. You actually have to get up and move in order to do that. So it's not the first thing you touch, and you're not, I'm hearing, sucked into that energy of checking and doing things right away. Okay, so the next card is the God of Spiritual Healing. And this fits right in with what we were talking about. Allowing your spiritual guidance, your spirit guides, your angels, God, animal guides, whoever it is, to come in while you are in that waking up phase and help you set the intention for the day, so that you're not jumping straight into that to-do list. You're not jumping straight into that energy of crossing things off. You're starting your day from a spiritual perspective, looking to the divine, opening up for the guidance that will come to you, that will make everything that you need to get done so much easier. We all have things to do. We all have lives that involve other people. There's children that depend on us, or perhaps there's adults, or perhaps you're a caregiver in a different way. Animals, there's people that depend on us, and we do need to be available, and we do need to get things done. We all have activities that need our support and our energy. But the way we start our day, the way we set our intention, is going to determine if it all flows easily or if it's more of a challenge. So these are invitations to be gentle with ourselves and decide how we want the energy of the day to go. It's truly all within our control. All we need to do is ask. Very, very simple. Okay. So those are the questions that were submitted in ahead of time. And if anyone going forward, I will be here every Wednesday, has a question, please feel free to type it in on the Hangout. I will be posting next week's Hangout either later today or tomorrow. So you'll have plenty of time to get your questions in there. Or you can certainly find it on Facebook and put a comment in there. And I would be happy to answer for you if for some reason you can't join me live. So what I am being guided to do right now is to do a little bit of EFT tapping for us all, to give an example in case tapping is something that feels comfortable for you or right for you as part of your morning ritual, or if it's something that you just want to be able to do to move some energy at any point in time during the day. It's something that's very easy to do. I'm going to show you a couple of different ways to do that, so that even a shortcut way that you can do any place, even out in public. So to start with, for people who are not familiar, EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique, or tapping as it's known for short, is you're tapping on the acupuncture meridian points. And these are the points that you're going to be using. Right here at your collarbone, and right about there on either side. I'm not going to stand up each time we go through, but just so you can see those points. and then ending on the top of the head. Now, some people like to start on the karate chop point, and there's no wrong way to do tapping. For me personally, in my energy, I find it much more beneficial for me to just dive into those points. So a little bit more about tapping and the benefits of it. When you do tapping, you are bringing up an emotion that has either got you stuck or uncomfortable, or there's some negative in your body with it. And as you tap on that, on those acupuncture points, it releases that stuck energy. It releases the negative association and it converts it to something positive. This has been clinically proven to change the energy in your body in a very positive way, just like acupuncture does without the needles. I have seen some fabulous results with people using tapping, and I highly suggest that for anybody who is wanting to release things that have been just stuck in their energy field, whether it is this life, past life, or any family issues too. You know, for example, my family has some matriarchal energy associated with being very rigid about processing things in a certain way. And through tapping, I have been able to release some of that so that I'm open to new ways of doing things. And it really has made my life a lot simpler because I am open to new ideas rather than being stuck in a certain way of doing things. So it's fabulous for almost everything. All right, so for an intention, I am going to pull a card and we'll get started on what they feel. And these are not the right cards. Okay. We want to go back to Saints and Angels, and let's see who wants to pop out here to get us started. Okay, this is a really powerful one. The card that came out is Speak Your Truth. And I think that no matter what situation you are in and how healthy you are, we often have times with the throat chakra, the energy that's stuck there, trying to say the right thing, not wanting to hurt people. So I am just going to dive in with this as our baseline and see what kind of tapping comes forward. So as I said, I invite people to just jump in. I will be doing the tapping with you. I will do a brief pause to allow you to mirror back what I have to say, even though you're not going to hear yourself doing it. So it might sound a little bit of funny that there's a space there, but that's for you to repeat what I have said back to me. So here we go. Phew. It's hard for me to speak my truth. Sometimes I don't even know what I want to say. Okay, I'm listening if you hear me pause for a second for guidance. I don't trust what I hear for me to say sometimes either. Life can be very, very challenging. It is hard for me to speak my truth. I'm afraid to hurt other people's feelings. I'm afraid that I don't know what I should say. Sometimes it's really uncomfortable for me to disagree with people. I hate confrontation. I have allowed others to shape my mind and opinions for so long that I don't even really know how to speak my truth. What if I lose my friends and family by disagreeing with them? I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be lonely. I just want to be liked. What's so wrong about agreeing with everybody? What's so wrong about being agreeable? Do I really have to be a rebel? Am I being a rebel if I speak my truth? Or am I just being me? It's so confusing sometimes. I don't even really know where to begin. Sometimes I feel like I push my truth too hard and push away other people. I'm going back to feeling alone. When it's hard for me to speak my truth, I can sometimes talk over other people. How do I learn how to speak my truth with kindness and compassion? Do I even want to? What if I was willing to take a risk? To take the risk to change just a little bit. To start to speak and understand and feel what is right for me. And trust the people around me enough to share with them. Whether it's in my office, my home, or my friends. What would be the worst thing that could happen to me if I spoke my truth? And that is an individual question for each of you. And I'm just going to tap for a moment so that you can feel it and allow it to come to the surface. And now I invite you to make the decision that you could survive that and that we could just take a tiny step forward. One small change. Perhaps it's a word. Perhaps it's a deep breath before speaking. Perhaps it's asking for a moment to think about your thoughts before you reply. Those are all small steps that can be done to allow you to know what is right. So I invite you to take a deep breath now and allow that energy to shift in your body. And feel how it feels to be empowered with your words. I can speak my truth. I can say how I feel. I do know what is my truth. I can feel what is in my highest good. I trust myself and others enough to express myself. I love myself enough and I love others enough to tell them the truth. I trust God and my connection to the divine enough to be honest and tell how exactly I feel. I take a deep breath before I speak so that I know what is in my highest good and how to articulate that so others understand. I know how to speak clearly without hurting others to express my truth. All of this makes me feel empowered, connected, and safe. So I invite you to take another deep breath in and release it through your nose. One more time, in through your mouth. Oops, in through your nose and out through your mouth. And one more last time, in through your nose and out through your mouth. And then just do a check-in on your energy. See how you're feeling and decide if you need to do some more tapping. Many times it can take multiple rounds of tapping in order to shift your energy. For me, I'm feeling like I was starting in probably around a 5 or a 6 because I'm a little bit nervous, doing tapping on a video camera here. I'll admit to that. That is my truth. But after the tapping, I'm more down to like a 2. So I felt a shift in the energy in my body. I'm feeling much more comfortable. It's easier for me to speak. So hopefully you had the same experience. Would love to hear from you, get a little bit of feedback on that, and see if there's anything else that you would like to tap on. If there's anything specific, I can do some work on that and have some scripts ready, and also, of course, do my divine channeling to add things in there, and we can work through things. If you would like to be a live person with me doing some tapping so that we can get feedback going back and forth, that is a great way to get some pre-coaching basically and move through some of your challenges. I'm very happy to do that. Just reach out to me at carolyn@carolynmcgee.com or through Facebook or my website. So for now, I thank you very much. I am going to pull one more card as a closing. Actually, I'm not. I'm hearing we're going to do a very brief meditation. Okay, so if it is safe for you, I invite you to put both feet on the ground, close your eyes, take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth, and just feel the peace in your body. I am also going to close my eyes here for a moment as we go into this meditation. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Feeling that peaceful, cleansing, loving energy from Source, from God, from the angels, from Mother Earth. Allowing yourself to be at peace and be comfortable with the changes as we move into this new year. Know that 2016 is going to be a good year. The energy is supportive of change, of community building, and we have all the tools, everything that we need in order to make those changes in our lives and bring in that beautiful abundance of love and collaboration. Take another deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Come back to this time and space. I thank you all for joining me. Again, my name is Carolyn McGee. You can find me at carolynmcgee.com or reach out to me at carolyn@carolynmcgee.com. Blessings to all, and I will see you next week.